Ladies and gentlemen at home, you're welcome to Citizen Information Network CIN. My name now Akporero Henry Akpos. May 29 be the day when it be said as well they inaugurated President Muhammadu Buhari for his second term in office. And of course, a lot has been going on social media as to what Nigerians should expect. To you, what exactly do you think Nigerians should expect? What exactly should Muhammadu Buhari do that you think he didn't do in his first administration? I'm out on the streets of Lagos to get reactions and of course to get opinions. Not going nowhere. I'll be right back. Buhari's second term in office. What are your expectations of?
What I expect from President Buhari, number one, when he came there, more Nigerians have not died. Now he has come as a retired general. The security has failed. He could not even change the service chiefs. He's busy traveling all over the places. Nothing to offer. Nigerians are dying. We are not crayfish. Two, he should sit down. He's parading everywhere. This is the only country poor people are dying. He should sit down and do work. He did not come and use this particular time to enjoy his old age. If he cannot perform, he should get out from that place. Let better people come. And the man has failed Nigeria. No single industry is moving. Power has collapsed. People who want to do petty job, they have no electricity. He's busy moving and he does not grant interview for people. He doesn't talk to the press. He's on his own.
I expect him to do better than before. Because you can, if you read papers, you see some people killing themselves. They are tired of living. When they can't pay the house rent, when they can't feed their children. That's the main thing. So this time, second time, we give him the second time. Because I'm among those people fight for him. Yes, I can say it boldly in the public. You see, we are expecting him to do better than before. So that everybody will have a good record on him. But for us, a grade 2 teacher is begging. Is that good? Is that good for a grade 2 teacher to be begging? When there's nothing, he can't kill himself. You see? So he's supposed to think the poor. People that are looking for the work, give them work. Let them have work. Pay the salary, good salary. When they have good salary, those people are selling market, they have something to sell.
Honestly, like me now, I'm from Borno State. I'm from Goza. The problem we are facing up to now that they are all these Boko Haram, they are still killing farmers. So please, we are begging, or I can say we need assist from him to help us to find the solution of this. That is the problem we are facing in this our Nigeria.
Is that the only place you want him to improve?
Not all. Apart from that, likewise now we youth, we are jobless. Everywhere, if you are, even though you have your own document, you want to go and look for other jobs. Common of security now, they will be challenged because of insecurity in Nigeria.
I so much believe that first experience, coming back second time, it will be a different ball game. A different ball game. They say that the area that he lost this time around, he will cover up.
And what are those areas that you think he had lapses in the first term, sir?
In the area of carrying Nigeria along, I believe this time around, you need to carry everybody along.
Like in terms of, is this on security, job creation, health care? Do you think he did enough in these areas in his first term?
A lot needs to be done, and many things have not been done. In the area of uniting the nation, which is number one, he have not touched that area. We are looking forward where he bring Nigeria together and unite the nation.
If Buhari can do it, because I've not seen what Buhari have done. NEPA, we are still waiting for NEPA. We are waiting for people to get job. We are waiting for good house. I've never seen what the government have done, because to me, I've never seen. But this second time, maybe it can help us if our NEPA can improve, the railway can work, then we know that they are trying. Because if any government that come and do something that we can see, could have been better that you just go there, you say you are solving this problem, Boko Haram, that cannot save our life in this country than to help the poor so that the things the Nigeria can improve.
My expectation is if we can keep to the promises. He said he's going to stop insurgency, security-wise. All these things what we're expecting to do. If we do it, Nigeria will settle. That's what we need. There's a lot of kidnapping in the northeast, south, everywhere. If we can stop it, we're okay.
I will advise President Muhammadu Buhari to do his best, maximum possible best, to ensure that Nigeria enjoy the benefit of democracy, because this is the last tenure. And if you do well, the history will remember him.
Sir, when you're talking about him doing his best, in what areas do you need it needs to improve?
To improve all areas, so that Nigeria can be a best place for us to live.
We want to make a good change, because PDP has ruled this country 16 years, and APC now 4 years to another 4 years. So there's certain things PDP did when they are good in government. When they are in government, there's certain things they did that is good. And there's certain things the APC did when they are now in government. So that we should not continue blame them that the PDP do for 16 years, they do better. Now the APC now doing for 4 years to another person. So we shall start from where they did bad, then stop that, or then what they did good, we continue with it. So we're expecting good thing from Buhari this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back. Now, still Citizen Information Network, CIN, and you the watch. And people on the street here for Lagos, they don't give us their opinions and their reactions as to their expectation in the Muhammadu Buhari second term administration in office. Well, we would like you to join this conversation as well. Let's also hear your own take on this issue. To do that, follow us on our social media handles. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter at CIN Niger. Subscribe to our YouTube channel when it be CIN Niger, or log on to our website when it be www.cinnigeria.com. Expectation. What can we do but to expect? We wish good things to come for Obodo Niger, and of course we wish for a better government and a better infrastructure. My name is Akporero Henry Akpos, and you're watching Citizen Information Network. Thank you for staying with us. Okay, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Citizen Information Network, CIN. My name is Akporero Henry Akpos. The 2019 governorship election in Lagos State has come and gone, and May 29th, we saw the inauguration of the winning All Progressive Congress APC's candidate, talking about the person of Babajide Sanwo-olu and his deputy Obafemi Hamzat. Well, a lot is going on social media as to what Lagosians should expect from Sanwo-olu. What should he do differently from his predecessors? Talking about the people of Tinubu, Fashola, and Ambode. I'm out on the street to get a reaction from Lagosians as to what they should expect from Sanwo-olu. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Sanwo-olu has been inaugurated as the 15th governor of Lagos State. What are your expectations?
Again, I expect my expectation for him. I still want him to look into residential aspect of people in the state. There should be enactment on laws for landlords and tenants to reduce cost of living for people. Then there should also be things that have to do with more good roads, though the last administration tried, but I would say nothing was still enough. Like they'll say, human wants are numerous in economics, and it's insatiable. So I want to believe it's not enough. So I want to expect him to do more than that.
expectation. I thought he has to perform very well and do good and favor what is the right sources to motivate his administration and the management to the people.
So when you talk about performing very well, in what areas do you think it needs to perform?
In every aspect, in every various ways, you know, he has to perform and do his duty, you know.
My expectation, I'm expecting good. The best from him. He should try his best. He should not put us in sufferness. We don't want sufferness in Lagos. He should try his possible best and help us in Lagos State.
In what area?
Ways.
Yes. In what areas?
Especially this dirty. That is too much. Lagos is too dirty. You should take note on that one. And it should help us. The road in our area, Aja, the traffic is much.
Okay, first of all, I think it's going to continue at where the former governor stops.
Okay, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Citizen Information Network CIN. My name now Akporero Henry Akpos. The 2019 governorship election in Lagos State has come and gone, and May 29th we saw the inauguration of the winning All Progressive Congress APC's candidate, talking about the person of Babajide Sanwo-olu and his deputy Obafemi Hamzat. Well, a lot is going on social media as to what Lagosians should expect from Sanwo-olu. What should he do differently from his predecessors? Talking about the people of Tinubu, Fashola, and Ambode. I'm out on the street to get a reaction from Lagosians as to what they should expect from Sanwo-olu. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Sanwo-olu has been inaugurated as the 15th governor of Lagos State. What are your expectations, sir?
Again, I expect my expectation for him. I still want him to look into residential aspect of people in the state. There should be enactment on laws for landlords and tenants to reduce cost of living for people. Then there should also be things that have to do with more good roads, though the last administration tried, but I would say nothing was still enough. Like they'll say, human wants are numerous in economics, and it's insatiable. So I want to believe it's not enough. So I want to expect him to do more than that.
Expectation. I thought he has to perform very well and do good and favor what is the right sources to motivate his administration and the management to the people.
So when you talk about performing very well, in what areas do you think it needs to perform?
In every aspect, in every various ways, you know, he has to perform and do his duty, you know.
My expectation, I'm expecting good, the best from him. He should try his best. He should not put us in sufferness. We don't want sufferness in Lagos. He should try his possible best and help us in Lagos State.
In what area?
Ways.
Yes. In what areas?
Especially this dirty. Dirty is too much. Lagos is too dirty. He should take note on that one, and he should help us.
The road in our area, Aja, the traffic is much.
Okay, first of all, I think it's going to continue at where the former governor stops. Ambode, yes.
Okay, sir. When you're talking about continuing from where Ambode stopped, in what areas do you think Sanwo-olu should continue?
Okay, especially transportation aspect and road. That is works aspect. They say you have a bad roads, especially in if you go to that like if you want to go to Lagos from CMS to side, you have a traffic. You have to improve in the aspect of traffic, so that people will be health and business will be flowing. And also in the importation, maybe transport transportation to less for the less privileged to be able to move around.
My expectation is for Sanwo-olu to do well.
In what area, sir?
Walk road, make sure that light is everywhere, and again create jobs for people that don't have job.
Okay, what I think is the environment is very dirty, so it has to make sure that what happened in the last administration doesn't happen again. And two, the traffic in Lagos, the tankers of the road, what can he do about it? Should be able to. I had during his campaign, he promised to do something about it. He promised to create another lane, especially the opposite lane, to allow these cars to run there in the morning. So he has to do it. Then thirdly, also he has to look at the area of security in the states. We have a situation whereby all the small touts, Alaye boys and all that, they extort people a lot, and most of the time they do that under the cover of the state administration has licensed them to do it. So he has to be able to tell us, are these boys doing it on their own, or do we license them? If we license them, what do we authorize them to do, and what union? Let's not live under let's not have this cloud, this to believe under we're sure, we're not sure. So three things again is, one is the environment is very dirty, two is the traffic, then thirdly the security. I think if he's able to do this, then we should give him a good.
We need good governance. Good governance. Let good governance come back to Lagos. As a way of the Fashola regime, we experience good governance. Though during the Ambode as well, we expect good governance, but not much. But as Sanwo-olu has entered, we expect good governors. It's only good governance that can make Lagos as it is before. Thank you.
When you talk about good governance, sir, what's your definition? Is it like, in what areas can you classify a governor to be a good governor, sir?
In the areas of transportation, if you check out the transportation, the price out of transportation is too high. They should beat it as in let there be low cost of, as in the money for transportation is too high. So they should reduce, as all these buses or all this BRT, that money for they should reduce this money.
Transportation is very important. There should be an improvement on waterways, and then there should be metro line, so that what people need here is transportation and accommodation. Every senatorial district government should have accommodation for people, so that they can go to work, they don't have to suffer going up and down. And then the teachers are not well taken care of. You transfer a teacher from Mushi to Vitorala, no accommodation. How much are they earning? There should be provision for staff quarters for secondary school teacher, primary school teacher established. Yes, and then they should also monitor tax collection and then manage it well. And then there should be care for people in Lagos, and people are ready to work if they care for them, if they are after their welfare. Transportation is key, and then they should waterway as that can they did. They should improve on waterway. They should improve on metro if they can do metro, and then they should like this. I was watching a video on Ayobo. People are still using plank bridge to cross, which is a shame for this Lagos.
Lagos is more or less in a mess now. I'm telling you, sanitation-wise, everything. and roads are not maintained. So I expect him to complete the ongoing projects, maintain the roads, bring sanitation back, good sanitation back to Lagos. And I think I wish him well. He will do it. I expect so. I expect him to do all those things that have not been done by the former governor.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, yes, so Lagosians, they don't yarn their mind, they don't speak what they think, what they expect from the Sanwoolu administration for the next 4 years, of course, inside Lagos State. Make we see here you too, what do you think and what do you expect too from Babajide Sanwo-olu and Obafemi Hamzat of the APC in the next 4 years in Lagos. Follow us on our social media handles and drop your comments. We did Facebook, we did Instagram, and we did Twitter for CRN Niger, and our YouTube channel na CRN Niger, and of course our website.
All right, guys, thank you very much for staying with us. And yes, we're just having a throwback to some of the events that has taken place long before now on Citizen Information Network. Very sorry, it's been a long time, 3-3. I had 30 minutes with me, but of course tonight I'm just doing a throwback to some of the things that has taken place that happened before the election and even after the election. So right after this, we'll be taking you to some of the events that happened before the 2019 general election during the Citizen Information Network tour of Nigeria.